I know. It was known as a Super Famicom, and it
Stupid
had
American.
the American one had a different design as well. Their console had a very different design to ours. If you actually look at the design, it's more squared and a bit bulky, whereas ours was kind of curved a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of like that shape.
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
People can't. The listeners who aren't watching the video don't know what you're doing there, Dave. He's drawing a penis. Drawing a penis in the air.
Air penis.
It's
kind of like
Jordan,
a guitar. Yeah, a guitar.
That's a moment for TikTok right there. Hey, guys, girls, gamers, nerds alike, and those who found the show by mistake. Welcome to From Dusty Cartridges to Broken Discs. I'm your host, Glenn, along with my co-host, Adam.
Hello.
And my co-host, Big Dave.
You look like strawberry shortcake. You don't even look like Super Mario.
We look at games old and new, from everything that you... I'm trying to do this seriously here now. From everything that you play to everything you have been playing. Do you have any more to say?
No.
To be Mario, you've got to be a plumber, fat.
Is that it?
You're halfway
and
there.
I'm a bit of facial hair. There we go.
And wear red, and you're halfway there, Glenn.
Before we get into this week's episode, remember to dust off that cartridge, plug in the controller, hit the power button, and let's roll those intro credits. I've ditched the hat. I think it's probably safe to say it was best idea to get rid of the hat.
People will just think that you're wearing a red hat.
A red hat,
like a really shit red hat.
The M fell off, okay, so I've just got a plain red hat. For those that are listening and you have no idea what's going on, head over to our TikTok, have a look on there.
Or you could watch this episode on YouTube.
Or even on Spotify, wherever you want to watch it.
Oh, yeah, Spotify do video now.
They do, yes. Let's get into this week's episode. We are From Dusty Cartridges to Broken Discs. This week, as you can probably tell from the red hat and the jokes, we are looking at Super Mario. But before we do get into it, let's see how the guys are doing. So, Adam, how are you?
Yes.
Brilliant. Short, sweet, love it.
Yep.
That's all you've got to say.
That's all I'm going to say.
Brilliant.
No,
Dave.
Better than last. No, fuck it. Dave, you got it.
Dave, how are you?
My throat's actually hurting now from laughing at you, just like bloody strawberry shortcake / Mario. It was.
I would have got the dungarees out, but it would have taken me about 15-20 minutes to get them back off to do the episode.
Why, you don't have to take them off and do it naked on the episode. You could have wore them for the episode.
Do you know how uncomfortable they are?
Mario will do anything for money these days.
Yes, we're looking at Super Mario, the collection of all the Mario games, and let's face it, there's been
imagine
a lot.
you put them on, they'd be a bit tight, it starts turning purple and starts looking like Waluigi instead.
So we're going to start off with sort of like our memories of the game. So, Dave, going to go to you this week. Any memories of playing Mario?
My first introduction to Mario was on the Game Boy. I've got my Game Boy Color here for anyone who's watching the video.
My God, it's a relic!
I know, yeah. But,
there's going to be some person watching the video going, my God, I've not seen one of those since I was merely a boy.
Exactly. But
or girl.
Yeah.
got me diverse. But the first one I played was like the 1989 Super Mario Land.
Yes.
That was literally my introduction to Super Mario, and I mean, don't get me wrong, when that was all I had back in the day. That was one of my first consoles, really, having the Game Boy. So I played the hell out of that game. I loved it.
Does it even work?
It does actually.
It still works.
I've got the exact same Game Boy in a box somewhere, and that still works.
There we go. Red lights on.
Oh wow. I mean, I've still got a Game Boy Advance, and that's about it.
Good job, Dave.
Well, to be fair, when I did have the old block bloody Dre.
Oh, yeah.
Game Boy as
Yeah.
well.
The Game Boy.
Yeah,
that,
just
that would,
it
that
was
would
just
actually
Game Boy.
die.
should have
The
been called like
original,
the Brick
the
Boy or
original.
something, shouldn't it? Your house fell down, put that in, it'd be fine.
But with that one.
So did you actually play it in 1998?
1989.
Oh.
No, I mean I think it was about 91 when I was like more into it. I mean I would have only been
So
like
89 was a great
four
year
or five.
then. The year that came out and the year I was born, so it was obviously a fantastic,
Well,
fantastic year.
You've ruined it now,
for humanity.
But with that one, I mean obviously this was before. I don't think in this one he was dating Peach. I think it was either Deborah or or Daisy. I think it was Daisy who was he was his missus in this one, so she was the one he was rescuing. But she'd always like
the return of Deborah. Oh, we missed her
in the Game Boy one. She'd always like he'd get to the end of the level and then he'd think he'd get to it. And he's just like, "Oh, you saved me, Mario." And he's just like, "Oh yeah, Daisy." And then it's like she'd turn into a toad or something and fuck off. And then he's like, "You'd have to go to the next level." It's just like, "No, I'll get the real one soon." But that was the premise of the game.
Like slowly stripping off. Like,
and then she's a horrible monstrosity underneath. And then
she's
she
like,
fucks off.
just turns into a mushroom and fucks off. It's like, I've got to go. I'm becoming a mushroom. Sorry.
Goddamn story of my life.
But yeah, that's my earliest memories of Mario.
So basically, like Medusa used to turn people to stone.
Yeah.
If she looks them in the eye. So if you saw Mario's penis, like you basically turn into a mushroom.
The mighty chode.
Or did it get that far? Was it just his nipples that you had to see to turn into a mushroom?
To be honest, I don't recall this being in the actual game.
I don't.
Her transforming into some kind of horrible mushroom or something and then pissing off. That was about it. I don't remember nipples and I don't remember.
I got mine. I did get mine from
I don't know
Market. So
yeah.
I don't know what copy Aid had, but
Clay got it from Cheatham Hill, didn't he?
yeah, well, yeah.
Adam, what are you? I'm scared to ask this, but what are your memories of the game? Hopefully not that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think I've said on previous episodes, like I didn't have a Nintendo growing up.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had a Game Boy, as Dave was just saying then. But I was never bought games like Mario or anything like that. I was always bought like Pokemon and like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and like Batman and DuckTales and stuff like that. So I never really
the classic Saturday morning cartoon games.
yeah.
There you go. That's what we're talking about.
I think we talked about it on the Sonic one. Like, so for me, I've always been Sonic over Mario.
Yeah,
that's just been my preference. Obviously, as I've got older now, like I appreciate Mario a lot more than I used to, but I'm not like nostalgically attached to him in any way. Like I don't feel good or I don't feel anything like when I see the game because I just don't have that attachment to it. Whereas you guys, I imagine, because you played it a lot, 89, like you would have been super young, so you've pretty much had the whole life where you've known what's going on. Like you've had the game to play, so it's been around you that whole time, and it gives you a bit of comfort. Where, as to me, I couldn't give a flying fuck about Mario.
He doesn't like plumbers. He doesn't like Christmas. He's at it again and he's back.
Although, actually, my washing machine just broke today, so I could actually do with a fat plumber. So.
There you go, Glenn.
Glenn, put your hat on and come round, please.
Here we go.
I'm done. Absolutely done.
What are your memories, Glenn?
Please write into the show for our new replacement.
No, we need a host. We need a host.
So yeah, so that's for me. I never owned a Mario game until the N64.
Yeah.
So for me, again, like and to be fair, I wasn't that as I've talked in the past about. I didn't really like 3D games back then. So again, like it wasn't something that I was that interested in.
Yeah.
At the time. and it's something again that I've grown to appreciate more the older I get.
Agreed.
Which I know is a weird way to look at it. Like, you would think that I would have appreciated it more as a kid, but no, the older I get and the more I go back and look at it and play on it now, the more I start to appreciate it.
Yeah.
And like how good a game it actually is.
Yeah. No, I agree. Completely agree. For me, sort of my memory-wise, I remember playing it on the NES. Now, much like you guys, I didn't actually own a Nintendo until the Super Nintendo. Now, I remember going around to a friend's house and he had the NES, and he was one of those kids, his mum and dad had all the money in the world and they'd buy him anything he asked for. He kicked off, he got it. And he got Super Mario, and I think it was the first one, because all I remember is you did the first level and you were like just these little blocks. You weren't anything spectacular. Like the way we see Mario today, he was nothing like that. He literally was just a couple of squares on a screen that could jump. And that was it. That's all Super Mario was to me. But to me...
Are you talking before... Because it wasn't that basic, was he, on the NES version, was it?
Is that the 1985 model where it's...
yeah, so it's the original...
Super Mario
Brothers, yeah. So it's the first. It was the first one. So
Yeah.
it was still bare basic blocks. It wasn't until sort of round about the SNES that he started to have a bit more shape and sort of look on a face sort of thing. So my first memories were playing that. But after that, it was sort of having my SNES and having Super Mario All-Stars, which had the collection of all the games. So you had one, the Lost Levels, number 2. The Lost Levels was known as number 2 in Japan. 3, and then you had like all these different little mini games on it as well. That was sort of like one of the ones I played, and I know we had a sort of said no to somebody last week who had an emulator. The first time I got an emulator, the first game I got was Super Mario.
Said no.
Yeah.
Whilst continuing to play on an emulator whilst you were saying no.
We do. We still use them. You know how hard it is trying to find a SNES now and find Mario All-Stars. So as soon as I got it, the first thing I downloaded was Mario All-Stars, because it was just that game, as you said, Adam. It's that comfort, It was a simple game that I loved to play, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. So they're sort of my memories of playing the classics. But when you think about Mario, though, he's not just got his own titles. You've got Mario Kart. You've got like Smash Bros. You've got what else? You've
even got you got the original like Donkey Kong, because that's when he first
exactly.
appeared, wasn't it? I mean,
he didn't even have his own game.
No, it was
in Donkey Kong to start
I mean,
with.
what was that? That was 1980. Was it 81? I think it was 81, wasn't it?
81, yeah. 81 was Donkey Kong when he made his first ever appearance. Then he was called Jumpman.
He was Jumpman, yeah.
And then
he wasn't a plumber. He wasn't a plumber originally. He was a carpenter.
Yeah, he was a carpenter, and then it was in 82 for the next for Donkey Kong Jr. was when he was changed to Mario the plumber.
Yeah, and he was the villain in that.
Yes, he was.
But yeah, Mario himself, like his own.
It's the only version of Mario ever where he's the villain.
Yeah. Obviously, he actually, when he got his own game, it wasn't even his own game because he had Luigi in it, Super Mario Bros. When he started off, that launched in Japan in 1985. Now, a little interesting thing that I found, I was reading, nobody actually knows for sure when it was launched in America. I didn't know that. No one knows the exact time it was launched. We just know it was launched in 1985 in Japan. And I was like, nah, that can't be true. So I was looking it up today because I found out so much information, especially about the designer Miyamoto. Or Miyamoto. I butcher names. I'm so sorry. They're all Japanese names that I seem to butcher, and I am so sorry. I feel so bad. But this guy is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, not only has he made like Mario, he made like majority of Nintendo's big games. He's worked on Zelda. He worked on Wii Sports. He worked on all the big titles that Nintendo has. And he's that important to Nintendo. Now, obviously, I don't know if you've seen this, but I thought this was a rumor, but the more I've read into it, it's actually true. He's not... So the guy who created Mario pretty much runs Nintendo at the moment, but he's not allowed to cycle to work for the fear that he'll get hit by a car and die. So he has to drive to work no matter what.
But he could be in a crash and die.
Yeah, exactly. But he doesn't want obviously they don't want anyone to clip him or anything while they're driving around. So he's literally not allowed to cycle to work.
Why don't you just get in a big bubble?
I just imagine him being on his bike, and then it's like Mario Kart when he just throws freaking mushroom at him or something.
Fucking bananas at him and fucking
Blue shell of doom coming at him.
Taken out by a bloody chomp chomp.
Bullet Bill.
Here lies Miyamoto.
I mean, they can't stop him if he wants to fucking cycle. He's like the head of the company. If he wants to cycle to work, he can fucking cycle to work.
I bet it's somewhere in his contract that he's not allowed. He has to wear a mask to cycle to work.
If I was him,
pedals around the back of the building, gets into a car and pulls up.
couple of pillows on my back. Just cycling, be fine, be alright.
God.
No, I'll tell you what, he's done quite a lot, and Mario itself has done really well. So, obviously, when it launched in Japan in 1985, it became one of the best-selling video games of all time, selling 40 million copies. I mean, when we see that number now, even to this day, we think that's phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. And that did it in 1985. I mean, that in itself is impressive. I mean, they announced... Well, I think it's like 2-3 days ago at the time of recording that Horizon Zero Dawn has now reached 20 million sales within its first 4 years. That is, we see that as a great achievement, but Mario hitting 40 million off its first game, I just think that's massively out there. For the time that, when we look at the 80s and we look at the video games, there was the big video game crash in the 80s. And Mario, and we've said this already, that Street Fighter as well, is one of the ones that brought it all back.
Can I just say as well, it didn't really have anything to compete against.
True.
Yeah, I mean the biggest competition eventually was like Mario and Sonic, wasn't it? It was
and that was like what 10 years later, 10 almost 8 years later. So it had no competition. So it's not like you had to go, do I get Mario or do I get this other thing? It's like no, everyone just buy Mario because it's the best game out at this very moment in time. It's the best game out. It's not like
it's Mario or nothing.
You can have Donkey Kong, but it's got Mario in it.
So like you have to take stuff like that with a pinch of salt because all the games back then didn't really have to compete with anything.
There was no competition going on.
That's the thing now as well. Mario has now appeared in over 200 games, which I think is impressive for any video game character.
They are milking that dry.
Tell me about it. So, just to give you an idea, obviously, there's been like Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Mario Football. You've had like tennis.
Golf.
He's the only thing he hasn't done is snooker. So if that comes next year, if that comes out next year, I swear to God, we need some royalties for that.
Oh God!
I mean, looking at sort of like the past of Mario, Dave, have you wanted to go back to any of the older games at all?
I mean, to be honest, I wish at the time I actually owned a Nintendo 64. My cousin owned one, and obviously, the 3D version of Mario. I mean, I loved playing the game, but I never actually owned it. So, I mean, if I could go back, I mean, that would be one of mine. Like, I wish I actually owned a Nintendo 64 so I could have my own copy. I did love it. Was
a good console. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then I owned a Nintendo 64 and was just like, Mario. I just put that over here in the bin.
It was wasted on you. Such a waste.
Adam, what about you? Would you like to go back and play any of the older ones at all?
Well, as I said, like as I've got older, I've started to appreciate it more. So I do actually play some of the older games now. And I think I would say my favourite is probably Super Mario World.
Yeah.
The one where you can ride Yoshi for the first time.
Yeah.
It comes out of his little leg. You can jump on him. I think when I talk about Mario as well, that's the game that pops into my head first. Like, if I was to describe a Mario game, it would be Super Mario World.
Sorry, was that the one on the Super Nintendo? version, wasn't it?
You're asking
I
something
think,
there.
I'm pretty sure that was the Super Nintendo's version.
You're
Let me
asking
double
something
check.
there because I don't remember that
I'm
one.
pretty sure it is.
Super Mario World. Yes, I think you're right. Super
Yeah.
Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
I thought it was.
yeah.
Yeah, I did my research, boys.
Sorry, for those American listeners, it's a Super Famicom.
What?
Sorry?
Yeah,
I thought you swore then.
No. The Super Nintendo was known as a Super Famicom.
That's a ridiculous name.
That's a stupid name. So we got to call it SNES, and what did they call it?
They still called it the SNES.
That doesn't make any sense.
But yeah, I know. It was known as a Super Famicom, and it had the American one had a different design as well. Their console had a very different design to ours. If you actually look at the design, it's more squared and a bit bulky, whereas ours was kind of curved a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of like that shape.
Yeah, I kind of liked.
People can't. The listeners who aren't watching the video don't know what you're doing there, Dave. He's drawing a penis. Drawing a penis in the air.
Air penis.
It's
Kind of like a guitar.
That's a moment for TikTok right there. Dave drawing an air penis. But no,
so the American version was square and the European version was curvy.
Yeah,
which makes that makes sense.
I actually preferred the look of ours.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I like them curvy.
Can we get back to the game, please? Jesus Christ.
Carry on.
Well, I'm trying. No, the actual SNES console itself, and obviously playing Mario on there, I really enjoyed it. And obviously, the SNES controller was one of the first controllers to utilize the left and right buttons. So, and obviously, they've now become a staple of all game controllers because obviously it was designed by Miyamoto. He had the idea to give you the left and right triggers, which I didn't know that. I read that today.
You mean a D-pad?
No, you know, like the
the actual bumper. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
L1R kind of thing.
Yeah. So they started from the Nintendo. Now, obviously, there was the whole thing that the PlayStation was meant to be that connection part to the N64 was meant to be the disc-based version of it, wasn't it? You know, we've all heard that, and we've all seen the prototype that they apparently built. I can only imagine what a Mario game would have looked like on there. I mean, we had, like you said, we had Mario 64. Some consider Mario 64 one of the best Mario games. And you can understand why, because it was our first introduction to the 3D world. You know, it was very different. And as we said, Kingdom Hearts was built on top of the idea.
It was the introduction of his, like, the current voice that he's got and everything on it. So I suppose it was the thing that started off a lot of stuff, which is probably why people refer to it. But
the voice of Mario also does the voice of Parthenax in Skyrim, one of the dragons. If you didn't know that,
a bit of a jump in it.
I know, yeah.
Mario to a dragon.
From going, it's a me, a Mario, to
Is that actually a line from the game?
I can't really speak dragon, you know. The best you getting. That was my audition for the next Skyrim game as a dragon. But yeah, so it would have been great to see that transition from Mario as we saw him on the N64 to what he could have looked like if it did have that disc-based connection. Because obviously Mario, the way we see him now, he's a lot more polished. He's still very cartoony, which is what I've liked about him. He's not one of those characters which they've literally had to change. I believe on the Sonic episode, we looked at how Sonic had changed over the years, and the animation of him had changed over time as well. And they've done designs where he was dead tall, with really long legs and a fat body.
Mario has changed slightly, because some games he's dead short and fat, and some games he's a little bit taller and a bit slimmer.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not confusing him with Luigi?
Well, obviously not.
Because his brother is taller and slimmer.
No, I know he is, but if you look at all the different types of Mario throughout the years, he's definitely changed 1,000,000%.
Yeah, but he's aged, hasn't he? I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose.
So you put on a few pounds over the years, eh?
They've kept the bare basics of Mario as he's gone through. You know, he still has always had that identifying thing about him. You know, he's got his hat, his mustache. He's a plumber. He's fat. We've got that bit.
He's stout and portly.
Who do you think I modelled myself on?
Sculpted by the gods, Glenn.
Mario was my hero.
Do you guys remember the 90s cartoon, like the Super Mario Bros.
Yes.
Cartoon?
I vaguely remember.
I remember the cartoon.
I
It
used to
was so
love it
good.
when
Oh, it was. That was brilliant.
I know, but yeah, that is just one of my like.
He
one
looks
of my memories
nothing
from the
like he does in the current.
No, he
Mario.
doesn't.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. But that is one of my like, obviously memories from the past and stuff like that. I do always remember watching the Super Mario's.
You see,
cartoon.
I say this to a lot of people, and anyone listening or watching out there, if you remember, please get in the comments for this bit, because I really need to know I'm not the only person. Do you remember the Super Mario milkshakes?
No,
Absolutely no idea, have you?
No.
So basically, they came in like a little carton. They were, do you like the ones from the shops or something like that? And it was Mario Kart on the carton itself. And I don't know why, but all I can remember is a taste of strawberry milkshake that was just so sugary that it gave McDonald's a run for its money. You know, it was so good. And honestly, that's what made me fall in love with milkshakes. But nobody remembers it. So I'm trying to think, have I just made this up in my head? Honestly, I'm so baffled.
Just little Glenn outside in the playground, like drinking it like. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
I think I'm just there pretending to drink a milkshake, like, ooh, there's nothing there. I've just made it up in my head.
And are we going to do a Mario episode and not mention the Super Mario movie?
Well, we were going to get there.
We was leading
the
up to
1993 classic.
Oh, I thought we were just going to skip that one and go into the new Mario movie they're making, but
Oh, no.
I suppose we have to talk
we have to talk
about
about it as a masterpiece. Finest movie you ever
definitely
did.
deserved an Oscar nomination on that one, didn't they?
Bob Hoskins hated his life after that.
I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out.
It is.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, God. I'd rather go and watch the Spice Girls live.
Oh, they've done it.
And I know my other half's now going to be listening and she's going to hit me. I can feel it. I can already feel it like back here. No,
I think it's one of those things where everyone, a bit like with Nickelback, where it was cool to hate. Like, I think that's what it's like with the Mario Bros. Game. I think everyone finds it cool to hate it, and like just.
Have you tried to rewatch it lately?
No, don't get me wrong. It's a bad film, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone makes it out to be. I've seen worse films. Street Fighter.
Yeah, I'll take Street Fighter. I'll give you that one, actually. That's a fair point.
But that's so bad, it's good. We've already said this in our Street Fighter episode. It was so bad, it was good. Jean-Claude Van Damme's finest acting to date.
Nobody else can play Guile.
No, Jean-Claude Van Damme's finest acting is the beer advert where he's
the chorus line.
Nipples are hard.
I could hear my nipples whispering to me.
Yeah. Like, cutting glass with them.
Fan of the show, by the way, just so you know. He's a big fan of the show.
Yeah. He is massive.
I don't know what they were thinking with that film.
I remember watching it on VHS. That's how long ago it was that I think I tried to rewatch it a few years ago, and I couldn't get past the opening bits.
I'm sure it's on Amazon Prime for free.
Is it?
You
can't charge money for that. You just can't. That'd be a crime.
Do you reckon if we write in, we can get our money back for making us watch it when it came out? They owe me compensation for it being out.
I think I rented it from a movie shop.
Was it Glenn when he was at Blockbuster?
That was before that, actually. Way before that.
Was I working at Global Video? No, yeah, we don't. We try to avoid the Mario movie. Financially, it was just a disaster. It just didn't do all that well. Now, talking of the movie as well, we've got the new one coming out with Chris Pratt voicing Mario. I don't know how I feel about that. That's going to be very... don't get me wrong. I love Chris Pratt. I think he's a great actor.
Do you think he's going to do an Italian accent?
No.
It's me.
He's got to.
I've done it, and I already feel backlash from anybody who listens in it who's Italian and goes, "That what the hell was that? That was awful." This guy is just basically shit all over my country. So if I'm going to get that, Chris Pratt's going to get it even worse. But it's like, that's the only person who's been announced as the cast. And I was thinking about this today. Do you guys want to place any bets on who you think is going to be in the cast? Because just looking at like all the big names, I mean, isn't Jack Black going to be in it as well? So he's been announced.
Who would he be? I can't even imagine who would he would be.
Seth Rogen's going to be Donkey Kong.
Okay.
So we'll get Adam to have a quick look at who's going to be in it so far, because I've got a couple of theories.
Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yep.
Charlie Day as Luigi.
Yep.
Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. Gosh,
yep.
I gotta agree.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, as you said. Yep. Jack Black as Bowser.
Really, Bowser? Oh.
I can see that.
Keegan, Michael Key,
Yeah.
Comedian. He's going to play Toad.
See, I would have cast Vin Diesel as Toad.
Imagine. Vin Diesel on the rock. The henchest fuck ever. The little twerpy.
I love it.
It's about family.
Oh God.
But yeah, there's a few more, but they're the more famous ones that I actually know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a decent cast.
It's got a decent
cast.
Right. It's going to be an animated film, isn't it? Like CGI animation sort of film.
Yeah.
But obviously from that as well, Seth Rogen's got his own film as Donkey Kong as well. So they've not even
film.
Yeah, they've already planned a spin-off film before they've even released it.
They must think that he's done they must love the character that he's portrayed in it then.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
then Mario will be in the Donkey Kong film as well then.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I hope Deborah's in it.
Oh yeah. Not seen her for time, mate.
But to know what we're on about, if you don't know who Deborah is, check out our arcade episode.
Yeah.
Glenn's not put the video on yet.
Yeah, we'll eventually have the video.
The video will be there eventually. I'm working on it. It's a slow progress, okay?
Process.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys have high hopes for the film, or are you going to wait until a trailer comes out until you've heard any more?
Hopes. I'm gonna just because the Sonic film was so good.
Yeah, I was surprised how good the Sonic film was.
Yeah, we've already said this. You know how amazed we were, and the fact that we've got the sequel coming out this year for Sonic. And it's been announced for a third film as well.
Yeah, just announced that. Yeah.
Knuckles is getting his own spin-off series.
I will just say though, whilst we're on the topic of video game films, I've just been to watch, and I think you have as well, Glenn, Uncharted. Yeah. It's okay. It wasn't amazing.
Tune in next week for our Uncharted episode.
So that's brought me back down onto the fence a little bit, but I'm confident that they'll do a good job.
Yeah. Now
the animated ones seem to do better.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
definitely. With Mario as well, he's one of the. He's still Nintendo's mascot. Now, when you think about it, Sega no longer make consoles, so they don't need a mascot. I mean, Sonic is the face of Sega, but they don't have a console anymore. PlayStation. We had Crash Bandicoot and Tomb Raider. And over time, they changed over time. It's like every time there was a new PlayStation, we got a new mascot. It was never the same person.
Xbox, yeah, Master Chief.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But again, that's changed over time. They've gone off sort of like what their big hit games
I
are.
would say Master Chief is probably still Microsoft. He's still Xbox's mascot.
Would you?
Personally, yeah.
See, I just think Microsoft didn't really focus on having a mascot as a selling side, and I think that's what's worked for them. They did something a bit different. Master Chief is obviously him for Xbox.
He is Xbox. So
he is Xbox.
You say Xbox, Halo is the game.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
associate with Xbox the most.
And I think that's the same with Nintendo. You think Nintendo, you think Mario. There has been Pokemon, but there has been a Mario game on every Nintendo console. At least one.
There's also been GTA 5 on every single console.
Pretty sure you can play that in a Tesla now, right?
Yeah.
GTA 5? You mean it's just been a GTA?
No. GTA 5 has been.
It's pretty much everything now.
It's spanned like 4 generations of console now. It's fucking stupid.
And in a few weeks, they're releasing it on like the new gen consoles.
It's fucking stupid. They are. They are the definition of milk it completely dry.
But Mario, I feel now, is the oldest living mascot that we've still got for a console. He's gone from every Nintendo console from day dot, basically. You usually find when we get a new Nintendo console, especially one of the mainstream consoles, he is the first launch game. Mario is a launch game on every Nintendo going forward. And they've always made really good launch titles. For the GameCube, you had Mario Sunshine. It may not have been voted the best game, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that was a great game. Then you had, like, on the Wii, you had Super Mario Galaxy, and then you had the Galaxy 2. They were really good games as well because they were different. Nintendo have always done something different with their controllers or the console. Look at the GameCube. It was the cube with the handle, and you could literally smack someone in the face with it, and it'd do irreparable damage to anyone you hit with it. The Wii was the same because if you didn't have the strap on, you literally threw your controller at the TV. Fucking hell,
What
Dave!
kind of console were you playing?
No.
Oh, I need my strap on to play this. What the fuck, Glenn?
If you didn't have it attached and you threw it at the TV, you were breaking the TV.
I was playing with a different type of Wii.
Yeah, no, I don't
For
want
fuck's sake!
Different type of plumbing.
Remember when the show was meant to be family friendly?
Yeah, you ruined it.
I'm trying to be innocent here and tell a fun-loving story.
About strap-on.
Yeah, about strap-ons and fucking
Swiftly moving
punching
on.
people in the head with a GameCube.
What, you never hit anyone with a GameCube? Was I the only person?
Yes, Glenn.
But no, Nintendo always tried to do something different, but they always somehow managed to link a Mario game to that, and I think it worked really well. Now, going back over some of my research to try and see if I've anything else that I've missed that I want to...
Well, we've not even talked about the theme song.
I know, it's so catchy. Yeah.
Even if you don't like Mario, or you don't...
You know the theme song.
Like myself, who's not like a huge Mario fan.
Like, the dungeon level.
You cannot get away without knowing the Mario theme song.
Pretty iconic, to be fair.
Literally every. I think anybody alive would recognise the Mario song.
Even out or just the "It's me, Mario,"
or even from Mario Kart. Mario, get you next time. Or if he got hit by something, he'd go, "Wah!"
Yeah. Oh yeah. Or the thing with the penguin, in the Nintendo 64 version, where it's like you can pick up the penguin and throw it off the map. You know full well, every one of you.
That's the first thing you did.
That penguin,
So as soon as I found out, that was all I did.
Oh God. We've also got to talk, the games themselves had great features. The power-ups. I loved some of the power-ups you can get. You always wanted the firepower flower, didn't you? Just so you could throw fireballs at someone. or the leaf that gave you the tail.
Oh yeah, when it can fly.
You're like the raccoon, weren't you? And then you had the star. You had your mushrooms. I mean, what sort of game tells you that if you eat mushrooms, you can grow big and strong?
And they were magic mushrooms.
Mushrooms. That was really... I reckon Miyamoto was just sat in the woods one day, picking up some mushrooms, chowing down on them, and was just sort of like, got an idea. I have this amazing idea.
You just imagine him swinging from the tree going... Da, 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 da.
Side traffic in his car.
Proper gurning.
Maybe that's why he's not allowed to ride a bike to work anymore.
Because that's too many shrooms. That's what it is.
The shrooms on the side of the road, and don't you go eating them, hear them.
Please put him in a car. Why? He needs to be supervised at all times.
So we're supposed to be bigging up the Super Mario game, and all we've done is just call its creator a massive drug addict.
You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what his personal life is.
We don't judge.
Right now, he could be chowing down on some mushrooms, watching this and going, "These fucking guys are great. I know exactly what they're on about."
We're Manx. We don't judge.
But if you've got, but if you've got some, share. Now, before we move a bit further on, is there anything that you guys want to see from future Mario games? Because obviously it's always changing something different, and they are always trying something new. Now, obviously, I know that we're going to be getting later this year an RPG Sonic. Would you like to see something like that in Mario?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it not already like?
We've got something similar.
Must be, yeah.
We've got something very similar because you've got Super Mario Odyssey, which is very much an open world and you can do lots of different things. But would you like to see something where you can equip Mario with different items, do different?
No, because then it wouldn't really be Mario, would it? Like,
I can't. Really, I think they've done so much that I don't think there's really anything else that I want to see. Really.
Maybe a game where he actually is a plumber.
we got
Mario, the plumbing simulator.
No, but I mean, like even like Dr. Mario's. I used to have Dr. Mario on my Game Boy.
God,
as well.
yeah.
I mean, that was. He's had so many jobs.
Would you trust him as your doctor?
But
you're like, doctor, I've got a problem with my eye. Okay, bend over, take your pants off.
I mean,
and then you hear the noise where he goes down a pipe.
I suppose it'd be quite funny to see like a GTA version of Super Mario. Like, you know, like the kind
you
of
hijack Yoshi's.
No, but you know, like they did Simpsons Hit and Run and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it'd be something similar to that, where it's just him around the Mushroom Kingdom. He's just like you say, diving down pipes and riding on chomp chomps and
just Mario rocking up to a Mario Kart track, knocks someone out, pulls them off the car and gets in, sets off.
They're inside the car like in GTA, and he just goes up to Peach's house and then.
I mean, I'd like to see a game where he actually gets the girl.
When that happens, or...
Well, to be fair, he's a bit of a player. He's had a lot of girls over the years. So.
Peach, Daisy, you know.
Deborah,
don't forget Deborah.
Bowsette, you know.
Yeah, Bowsette. Remember when that was a thing?
Yes.
Maybe I'm just trying. Whilst he's been talking, I've just been trying to go through my head now, like thinking of games that they have and haven't done. Maybe some form of like simulator, you know, like a bit like The Sims, but like Mario Sims. I don't know. Like
you've
got Mario Maker now, where you can make your own Mario levels.
Have you seen some of those levels though? You look at them, you're like, what?
Most of the I must admit, Mario Maker is the thing I've seen the most ever, because I watch a lot of Let's Plays around it. Like some of the levels, like you said, people make is just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I look at them and think, if I had to do that level, I'd have whiplash.
I look at them and think, if I had to do that level, my console would be in a million bits right now.
We already know you shit at every game you play. There's like a handful of games that you're all right on.
Unless it's Tony Hawk's.
It just keeps going on about Crazy Taxi as well. He's gonna
Crazy Taxi, though. I am good at Crazy Taxi.
That's literally all I have to mention.
I'm fucking sick at Crazy Taxi, mate.
So I think it's that time when we start looking at other people's memories. Now this week we didn't get as many as I hoped, which I thought we'd get quite a few more from the Mario. But
just like
to be fair, we did decide we were doing this game like literally a day ago.
Yeah, there you go. So I've not had time to ask people out there. So one of them was from Emma, who said that her son thinks that Mario 64 is one of the best ones, and he's only like 7 years old. I mean, yeah, it's quite an old game now, Mario 64, for a 7-year-old to be playing it.
Yeah.
We say that if you give a kid a game that we played back in the day, they'd look at you like, "What is this drivel you have brought me?" You know, bring me Minecraft. Well, it's close enough. It looks the same. Get over it. And then we've got Sean Hoswell, who has said that Mario Kart 64 was his best game that he's played. So it's not exactly a Mario game, but it is one of the best ones he's played. And I have to admit, Mario Kart 64 was one of the better ones.
I forgot about Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Double Dash. They're the two for me. Absolutely loved them.
I'm terrible at Mario Kart. Absolutely. I'm really bad at Mario Kart. Like, horrendously bad.
I loved it. I think Mario Kart's great. I think we should do a Dusty episode where we play Mario Kart.
I will get so angry.
I just thought, it's really like rage-inducing that game, because you'd spend someone would be at the back for the whole race, and then for some reason they'd just win. Right at the end.
Because you get the punishment. Because you get the blue shell. You got the blue shell, and no matter what you did, that was it. You were in trouble. There was no way to avoid the blue shell. The
amount of times I've led the whole race and then just lost right at the end.
Right at the very end, Dave's like, I can see the finish line.
It's better to not lead the race on those games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stay in second for a bit, and then take over at the end.
The game's rigged. It's rigged.
No, I do. I love Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart and Smash Bros. That's how you test friendships. If you can still be a friend at the end of those games, it's true friendship right there.
I think if we end up playing Mario Kart, we might never see each other again.
That'd be the end of the from Dusty Cartridge to Broken Discs. You'd never see an episode again.
Yeah, we'd have to have a big break.
I'll bury you both in the garden.
Just Dave comes on the screen, he's got mud and blood all over him going, on this week's episode from Dusty Cartridge to Broken Discs, I host myself.
There's just a mound in the back garden with your shitty hat on top of it. Oh, where's Glenn?
And then you hear one of us in the background like, and you're like, I'm back in a second, guys. And then you steer him with a shovel like, shut up.
He's forgot to turn the camera off and he's still going.
Shut the fuck up.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets smooth again.
I'm alive, man. I'm alive. Shut up, you'll wake the neighbours.
Throw you both down the well.
Oh, well, I think we got to that point of the show where it's time for the quiz. Yay!
The quiz.
I have once again asked for some music to be composed. He's not done it. I do apologise. We will hopefully have music.
Just go in the other room now and punch him.
It's not even there, he's at work.
Fair enough.
So, every week Dave likes to take the piss that we've only got scrap pieces of paper or sticky notes. I've got proper cards.
No, but only on one side. You still.
Oh yeah, still
like so.
All right. At least the back of them are pretty good.
You've got half a card at the moment.
We're getting there. These are test pieces to see if they work. We're getting there, slowly but surely.
I'm not impressed. Oh, here's Dave with his fucking post-it notes.
Post-it notes, you can't go wrong. They haven't failed me yet.
True, Dave's the only one who has not given an incorrect answer when he knew the answer and he's put up the wrong one. I learned the error of my ways, that's why I've got individual pieces now. You know?
I'm still taking the risk, I still have everything on one.
The original one was the funniest with Glenn. I know that one hurt him.
Still wake up in the night crying.
So I'm going to host this week's quiz.
Yeah.
Back to me. Again, we've just mentioned that we only decided to do Mario yesterday, so we haven't had a lot of time to do the research and everything. So I've had to take the quiz off another website, unfortunately. So I've used Beano.com and taken some questions off their Ultimate Super Mario
Beano?
quiz. Beano.com, yeah.
As in the comics, the Beano.
I don't know if it looks so. The logo looks very similar.
Okay.
Seems to cover a bit of everything, potentially.
Sweet.
I can't see him pushing the Beano, though. Yeah, I recognise this guy here. Oh, there's Dennis Jimenez. Yeah, it must be Beano.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So thank you to them for... They don't know that I've taken the quiz.
Yeah, you've stolen the quiz.
I've just had an email from Beano telling us that we best stop.
So when you're ready, we will start this quiz.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready.
Let's go. Okay. The thing is, you've both already answered most of these questions. Even questions that I thought, I think they might struggle on this question. You fucking both said them. So...
Yeah, but that doesn't mean nothing from the last quiz, even though I won. I still fucked it up.
That is true. That is true.
So yeah, let's see.
Okay, let's go. So, question 1. Who created Mario? Is it A, Kensuke Tanabe? I apologise if I...
Yeah, you butcher the name just as much as I do.
Is it B, Shigeru Miyamoto? Is it C, Hisashi Nogami? Or D, Elon Musk?
3, 2, 1.
You both say
B.
B. You are both correct, and I've just realised I haven't got anything to write down who's got what right.
Oh, for crying out loud.
This is supposed to be your quiz.
I am having a nightmare here. Just give
You
me-
are not prepared this week.
Get the loading screen up, Glenn. Oh, he's done it again.
Fuck you, Dave.
To be fair, I'm thinking of like a boot up screen here, you know, for the quiz. Kicks in with the boot up screen.
Yeah, Adam's crashed.
Question 2. Mario's first appearance was in Donkey Kong, but which year did it come out? Is it A, 1979, B, 1981, C, 1983, or D, 1985?
Yeah, I did say this one.
3,
2,
2, 1. You both said B, 1981. You're wrong. You're right.
Dicker.
First we say, Donkey Kong come out in such and such time. Who was the princess who needed saving? was it A, Deborah?
But that's what I mean. He'll come up with shit like that. It's like, was it called Princess Adam?
What? Glenn did that actually. Glenn was the person who actually put a question out and then put, was it A, Adam, B, Glenn, or C, Dave?
Oh, God.
Asshole.
What? Trying to make it fun.
Question 3. Shut the fuck up, both of you.
It's just because you lost that one.
I know, yeah. Proper aggro tonight.
Mario's name wasn't fully decided at the time. What was he known as in the Donkey Kong days? Is it A, Big Man, B, Running Man, C, Donkey Kong Man, or D, Jump Man?
Donkey. That's the best. Oh.
3, 2, 1. You both said D. You're both correct. I mean, you both had 100% so far.
I know, that's actually pretty good for us.
I know, we're doing quite well.
Question 4. What is unique about Mario's role in the Donkey Kong Jr. game? Is it A, he doesn't have a mustache? B, he doesn't have any clothes on? C, he's got really long hair? Or D, he's the baddie?
That's where Adam saw his nipples.
And then turn into a mushroom.
Very close. I like that he's got long hair. Doesn't wasn't having a close. I was like, what?
He just walks out of the ocean, long hair whipping around, completely starkers.
Did you actually add a bit of flair to this quiz, Aid, or was this actually the question?
No, this is the actual question. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Was that from the Beano?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I wish I came up with these questions.
Oh
God.
go on then.
3, 2, 1. You both said D, the baddie. You are both correct.
He's just stood there in the nude. Donkey Kong Jr. Aren't you an old man who stood there completely naked?
Number 5. What is Preachess? Preachess? What is Princess Peach also known as? Is it A, Princess Toadstool, B, Princess Fungus, C, Princess Mushroom, or D, Princess Deborah?
And he did it.
I got it.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, go on.
3, 2, 1. You both said A, Toadstool. That is correct. I mean, you're both on 5 for 5 at the moment.
It's a new record.
We're doing well. It might come down to the...
I know, yeah.
Well, you've answered one of the bonus questions as well, so I'm a little bit worried here.
This is when Adam's going to go, he goes, the bonus is, you two have to play a round of Mario Kart.
Well, I'll try and find something else. I'll go through it in a minute and try and find...
Yeah, you might have to
basically.
cut this.
Yeah. Okay. What am I on? 6. Oh, yeah. What species is Bowser? Is it A, Keeja, B, Koopa, C, Carver, or D, Cooler? 3, 2, 1. You both said B, Cooper. You are both correct.
Yay. Oh, we're good at this, Glenn. We're good at this.
I see you know your Mario well.
I mean, they've all been pretty easy questions so far. Question 7. Which of these games came first? A, Super Mario World, B, Super Mario Bros, C, Super Mario Land, or D, Mario Bros?
You're throwing in a curveball. You're throwing in a curveball. Okay.
You ready?
Both ready?
This could be the one.
3, 2, 1. You both said B. You are both wrong. It's actually D, Mario Bros. Not Super Mario Bros.
Really? Oh, so, yeah, it was a curveball. Bravo, Aid.
Yeah, well done on that one.
Well, well done, Beano.
I'd love if the quiz is actually wrong. It was actually Super Mario Bros.
Let us know in the comments below.
Is this Beano quiz a load of shit?
Don't be dissing the Beano, man. Don't be dissing the Beano.
Yeah, you can't diss the Beano. Do you remember the Beano? I used to
Yeah,
get that.
of course
Oh
I
man,
do.
I used to get that comic all the time.
I was Team Dander.
Dandy.
You remember the Dander?
Dandy's the shittest one. With the dandy man on it, with the guy with the big chin.
Yeah, Dan. He liked his cow pies.
Nah, Dandy was shit, man. He's Dennis the Menace all the way.
You couldn't even read, Aid.
Right, I could look at the pretty pictures.
Oh. Right, carry on.
Question 8. Mario went 3D in Super Mario 64, but in what year? Is it A, 94, B, 95, C, 96, or D, 97?
Oh, no. Oh, I don't... Yeah, I'm not sure on this one.
3, 2, 1. Glenn says C. Dave says C. You're both correct. 1996.
Oh!
This is down to the wire.
It was down to that
Yeah.
or D, and I was oh. I was trying to think when I got my 64.
Oh, this next question. 9. Mario's hat is a character in the new game Super Mario Odyssey. What's it called? A. Hattie, B. Cappy, C. Dave, or D. Deborah?
What? I don't know. I don't know this one. I've not played any of the recent games. I don't actually know. Oh,
Glenn's confident.
he would be. Oh, this
It's Deborah. Glenn knows it's Deborah.
Definitely D. It's definitely D.
A. Hattie, B. Cappy, C. Dave, or D. Deborah? 3, 2,
I don't know.
1. You both put B. You're both correct.
Oh,
It is
that
Cappy.
was a guess. That was full on guess, that one.
Oh, and question 10. One of you has to fuck this up.
He's like, please.
And question 10. How many Mario games have been sold in total? A. Over 100 million. B. Over 300 million. C. Over 500 million. Or D. Over 900 million.
Sorry, can you just repeat the numbers?
Yeah, how many Mario games have been sold in total? A. Over 100 million. And this is of the time of when this quiz was made as well.
What year was that?
I don't fucking know.
So we're guessing.
Oh, last year, 21.
Okay.
There's been no new game just yet.
So is it A, over 100 million, B, over 300 million, C, over 500 million, or D, over 900 million?
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. David can't see you. Right, you both said C. You're both correct. Fucking hell.
Nice.
Both got 9 out of 10. For fuck's sake.
Good job.
Well done, Dave. Well done.
That was good, that one.
I've got 3 bonus questions, one of which I'm not even going to ask because you've already taught. You both said the same answer in the episode, so I'm not even going to mention it. Right, there's one question out of these. If you get both of these 2 right, I'm going to have to find something else. I'm going to have to browse the internet and find another question.
Can we not end on a tie?
No, there has to be a winner.
Haven't we had a tie once already?
Yeah, we did actually. I can't remember which one it was for.
Okay, bonus question 1.
Okay.
Mario makes a tiny cameo in 2 Zelda games, but in what form?
No.
Is it A, a tattoo, B, a sculpture, C, a portrait, or D, an engraving?
I don't know. I really don't know this one.
Just
I'm
not
going for a guess.
I can see you both getting this wrong.
Whenever.
I like Zelda as well.
3, 2, 1. You're both wrong. Fucking
Really?
Glenn put B, a sculpture. Dave put D, an engraving, but it's actually C, a portrait. Oh, for fuck's sake! For fuck's sake!
Oh. It'll be a shame for one of us to win this now because we've both done really well.
Final question, and then I might have to find another one.
Oh.
Bonus question 2. What is the actual name of the raccoony outfit that Mario wears? Is it A, kabuki suit, B, Zanussi suit, C, tanuki suit, or D, a dookie suit?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Glenn is the winner with tanuki suit.
Yes!
Oh. Fucking hell.
Oh, I got a little bit too excited then. I'm so sorry.
That Good going, Glenn.
Hard fought battle, that.
Yeah, hard fought. That was
That came down to the fucking wire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
That's probably been the most intense quiz we've had.
I can leave with me head held high on that one. Oh. Come on, it's because he wore the hat in the beginning.
I should have put it on when we were doing the quizzes.
I only know the answer to that because of a song that Game Grumps basically created. But they're not called Game Grumps. They're called Starbomb. Starbomb.
Oh yeah.
You must be a raccoon to get inside your tanuki. So yeah. Anyway. That is that. Glenn is the winner. Is Glenn leading now in quiz victories?
I don't know.
We should probably have taken.
We should really go back through some of the episodes and check.
I think I've won 2. I think Aid's won 1. I think Glenn's won at least 2 or 3. I'm not.
No, okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
it doesn't matter. We don't get anything out of it.
We don't get anything out of it at the end. Just the satisfaction of knowing that I'm the better gamer.
The one with no life.
Yes! Yeah. Exactly! Because after this episode, I'm going to go and play a game. I don't know what yet, but I will.
Oh.
But,
okay.
So unless you guys have got anything else you want to say about Mario? No. Well, I'm going to say good games, Dave. You know, I think we did really well on that one, the pair of us. It really did come down to the wire. And Adam's just like, I just wish one of you had got one wrong somewhere else.
Well, you did. You both got one wrong, but at the same time.
I know.
But on that note, we will end this week's episode. Remember, if you have liked anything, please do like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what games you want us to do in the future. We have probably already played them, but we are always happy to play them again. And anything that you like about the show, let us know. Even if you don't like it, let us know. It really does help the show grow.
I think especially if you don't like it. We don't want to carry on doing the thing that people don't like about the show, so...
Yeah.
Please tell us so we can tell you to F off.
Tell us, and you will get told. You will be called out in the episode, and
we will name and shame you.
We will rip you to shreds.
Glenn will put his hat on, and he will come round to your house.
I will.
With his strap on.
Nipples out. Nipples out, strap on.
Long hair.
Well, from us here, from Dusty Couches to Broken Discs, I've been Glenn, he's been Adam, and he's been Big Dave. See you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Goodbye. We ready to start?
Your hat looks fucked, Glenn.
Yeah,
I know. I'm only going to do it for the intro, and then I'll take it off.
But it's pointless because there's no M on it.
Well, I had a Mario hat.
Why don't you cut an M out of some paper now, then quick and like glue it?
I can't be bothered. It's effing. You really think I've got glue?
I'll put it on it. It's funny. I think it'll be good for the TikTok. That. Let's put it on.
For fuck's sake, I've thrown it away now.
Get the fuck. Don't you have to roll over, you shit bastard? Your room's the size of a fucking hutch. You can run. Oh. Let's put it
you
on.
can at least draw on it with pen.
God.
No, just fucking.
I haven't got a pen.
Just have it on for the intros. I mean.
Oh my god.
It gets funnier each time he puts it on. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, I'm going to get fucking ridiculed on this one. Which makes no difference to any other episode, but you know.